I got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz.
Hey.
Nigga, what's up? How gangster are you, cuz?
Hey.
I don't fuck with you, cuz. You disrespecting me. I don't fuck with you, cuz. You disrespecting me. I go hard, cuz.
Hey, you guys. Oh my gosh. I know it's late. Do y'all hear that thunder? There's a thunderstorm going on. It's a lot of stuff going on. Make sure my screens are up. I hope everybody is doing good. Thank y'all for joining me for this late night stream. My day has been crazy. I took a long nap. I needed a nap. The AC went out last night, and it was 90 degrees in this house. I couldn't even breathe last night. It was so damn hot. So the electrician, something popped. We've been having a bunch of thunderstorms and shit. Something popped. So they were here, and then the closet people finally came and brought my valet rod and belt hooks and, you know, other accessories after here because everything's, I guess, been back ordered and, you know, the supply chain, honey. So after all these contractors left my house, I took a nap. So I was knocked out. And I was like, and I woke up, I was like, damn, I was supposed to do a live. So I seen y'all was playing games in the Discord. Rejoice was doing a game night. So I wanted to wait until game night was over. You know what I mean? I didn't want to step on her toes because she was running game night tonight. So I hope y'all are doing good. Thank y'all. I know this is late, child, but thank y'all for coming through. Y'all wouldn't do nothing anyways, okay? So, anyways, if you guys do not know, the latest deep dive for the month of May is out. I dropped it yesterday. It's about Dubai. So put a teacup if you got a chance to watch it yet. Thank you guys for the feedback. I'm glad people are liking it. And y'all are learning a lot. Are we safe from tornadoes? Yeah, I don't think it's a tornado. I just think it's a thunderstorm, child. You can hear it outside. Yes, I dropped that yesterday. So if you did not get the link, it's on Patreon, Discord, and on the YouTube membership. So yeah, I'm glad people liked it. It took a while. It was a lot. That rabbit hole goes deep, honey. Really deep. But I'm glad y'all, you know, kind of got where I was coming from with that. And especially with, you know, people in my family also being, you know, Muslim. We've just always peeped the contradictions. You know what I'm saying? The hypocrisy. But, you know, y'all have fun on vacation, honey. Be safe. Okay, so another announcement I want to make is I am doing my first big event. It's a live show. So I made it where you guys can buy tickets first, my members. So everything has been posted. If you are in Atlanta, shout out to my Georgia peaches. Throw some peaches in the chat. If you're in Atlanta or if you want to fly in, there's people flying in from Seattle, child. Yeah, like y'all blew me away yesterday on Discord. Just reading the comments, how y'all was coming together. Y'all was trying to do group trips. And some folks was like, hey, I'm flying solo dolo. I'll meet y'all there. Y'all just thank y'all. Like we literally have 10 VIP tickets left. That's it. So we're gonna go public in like probably another 2 days, but I want my tea sippers to be able to get their tickets first if you're interested in going. All of the information is posted on the YouTube membership page, Discord, and on Patreon. So thank you to everybody who ran to buy tickets. If you did get the VIP package, make sure you do not leave because I'm going to be doing something with you guys the next day. So that's Saturday. We're all going to go out either to lunch or brunch. You know what I'm saying? So we're all going to go out. So don't fly into town Friday and then fly out Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Stay a while. Stay a while. I'm going to meet up with my VIPs. You know what I'm saying? We're going to hang. It's going to be more private. So that's why I only did 50 VIP tickets because I just, you know, I didn't want to do it with like 400 people staring at me as I'm trying to stuff my face and eat. So, you know, be all of us. So I'm really glad that a lot of the VIPs are people from Discord and Patreon. You know, my real hardcore tea sippers. Y'all are the ones, you know, I'm very excited to meet. So that's why I want to make this private first and give y'all a chance to, you know, talk to y'all spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, get a babysitter, you know, do what y'all got to do. You know, a few of y'all was like, well, my boyfriend got to work, so I guess I'm coming by myself. So y'all had me cracking up in the chat. Yes, I was just laughing at like just some of the comments. We got pregnant people who are due around that time who are like, oh, well, if I have a baby there, I'm going to just have a baby. At least T will be in the house. So y'all are a mess. thank y'all. It means, it's very humbling. It means a lot that, I mean, as soon as I dropped the link, I didn't even know if anybody would even buy a ticket, let alone we're down to 10 VIPs. So thank you guys so much. Yeah, I posted everything also on Instagram, letting people know that it was up as well. So if you're interested, like I said, there's only 10 VIP tickets left. Then the rest are just, you can just pick what time you want to come. It's going to be, I think, like 3 to 6 different shows, different interviews. So it's going to be fun. I was trying to get sponsors for the event, but they was taking too long, y'all. Y'all know I don't like to wait on nobody. If I want to do something, I'm going to do it. So I put my money up for this. I don't have time to, we got to talk to this person, and such and such has to look over, and we need to look at our budget. Okay, well, there's a lot of O's and M's and I don't know. So let me just go ahead and put my money up and do something big for my tea sippers. So this is why I'm doing it at. It's going to be lit. I hope you guys can come. And if you can't come, it's okay. Please stop writing and telling me to come to Texas and Connecticut and Hawaii. It's in Atlanta, okay? That's where it's at. It's in the A. So either you come to the A, or, because I don't know if I'm going to do a tour and go to different cities. I'm not sure. But I at least want to do something in a big, fun city, Black city, Black businesses, things like that. So that's why I felt like Atlanta made more sense to do it there. So yeah, I seen a lot of people like, yeah, just come to Phoenix. That's not no. It's in Atlanta. You come to Atlanta. But again, if I do end up going other places, depending on how this first one goes, because this is not cheap. It ain't cheap at all, y'all. If I tell you what I've even paid for the venue, y'all be like, what the, you know what I mean? So this ain't cheap. So I don't know about this whole tour thing. This alone is running me thousands of dollars. So that's the thing now. I don't know if I can go on tour because I don't put all the money into Atlanta. So if you want to come to Atlanta, come to Atlanta. That's where I'm going to be. Depending on how that goes, then maybe I can probably do, some other smaller venues. But right now it's in the A. So, people are screaming, come to Connecticut. It's in the A. Okay. So I just wanted to let you guys know. But no, real talk, just thank you guys for just always supporting, my crazy ideas and things that I come up with, and, just supporting my channel, most importantly, even if we don't agree on everything, which we're not supposed to. Like I always tell y'all, do your own research. Don't take my word for it. Bitch, I'm a child of reading rainbow. We never took LeVar Burton's word for anything, okay? He told us, this book is good, but don't take my word for it. Read it your damn self, okay? So that's always in my mentality. You ain't got to believe me. You ain't got to fuck with me heavy. Research it yourself, okay? So thank y'all so much for coming through once again. I appreciate y'all. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and start the stream. Okay, we got 3,000 people. Shout out to y'all. Let me see. I think we got a super chat. Marvin D. What's up, Marvin? Thank you for the $10 super chat, love. He says, hey, sis, I'm back with the super chat. Looking gorgeous as always. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Anissa Zamant says, just showing you some love. You look great. Thank you, Anissa. Appreciate you, love. Let's see here. TJ said, where's Black Lives Matter for NYC? NY is wild right now. Does Black Lives Matter only matter when other races are ending them? We're going to get into that, okay? I got a lot to say about this situation. If y'all don't know, child, the girls are fighting, okay? And what girls are that? Oh, my God. Patrisse Cullors, if that's how you say her name, and Candace Owens. Candace Owens' ass is up here pregnant. I don't know how many months she is, child. She's on her second child, and she's over here trying to be a renegade news reporter and harass the Black Lives Matter lady. You know Candace is a messy child. She tries to act like she's all, white and sedity. Candace, you're hood as hell. You're on some ghetto shit. Just keep it real, ma'am. You're just as hood as everybody else. Showing up to somebody's house pregnant and shit with cameras. Should be at your home, kick back with your feet laid up. But you over here trying to be an investigative reporter on Black Lives Matter. But you know what, Candace? I'm definitely here for it. So that shit had me cracking up. So Candace done showed up to this lady house with a whole camera crew, came through with her whole posse. They filming this lady's $6 million mansion that she done got from the people. Okay? Folks done saying Black Lives Matter money. Hey, such and such Black man died. We want justice for Black people, especially during 2020. Here goes some money. Here goes my hard-earned money. Please do something. You know what I'm saying? Build an activity center for the youth. Do something. Oh, no, not Black Lives Matter. They sure did. The only lies that matter to them is their black asses. Okay, they went and bought not one but six big old houses. Okay, mini mansions, and one was for a party. They just been throwing parties in one. Black Lives Matter parties. I'm black. I didn't get an invite, but it is what it is. Okay, so she's out here just doing her thing. Candace pulls up. You know, Candace wanted the smoke, big belly and all. She pulled up and she's like, you know, Patrisse, what are you doing with our money? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing for, you know, the black community? Child, Patrisse done slammed the door in Candace's face. Now I'm over exaggerating. I don't know what she did. And then Patrisse runs upstairs. You know, she was out of breath. It's a big old mansion. You know, you got a big house. You got to stop on the second floor and breathe and shit. At least I do. And then you got to, you know, finish going upstairs. So then she goes upstairs. She grabs her camera phone and she starts crying. I'm being harassed. Oh, they're sending people to my home to attack me. Crying tattooed tears. I said, oh, well, bitch, why don't you call the police? Oh, remember, you were screaming, defund the police. Well, now protect your damn self. Yeah, all that screaming, defund the police. You running upstairs crying out loud. What we gonna do? We just gonna sit back, sip tea, eat popcorn, and laugh at your ass. Because even the police won't protect you. As they shouldn't. So now, let me go ahead. Y'all know I'm a mess. Let me go ahead and play y'all the news clip that done got Candace Owens amped up. You know Fox News, honey. They don't miss nothing. So Fox News been doing some investigative reporting on Black Lives Matter. Because everybody been waiting, you know, the Fox News crew. They've been waiting for them to, like, you know, their taxes, you know, for what they're filing this year. And nobody has gotten any information. So this is the news, I believe, that hyped Candace to go up over there. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick in just a second.
Brooklyn-born rapper Casanova.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not that one. Hold on. Is this the one? Hold up. I had it up. Oh, God. There we go. Sorry about that. Here we go. So many news articles.
The organization has just over a month to file required IRS financial reports for 2021. This as questions continue over the group's funding and how it's been spent. Senior national correspondent William LaJeunesse takes a look.
Well, any nonprofit is required every year to submit detailed financial reports, what it raises, where the money goes, and that's what this is about. Black Lives Matter claims it raised $90 million in 2020, but documents filed for that year showed zero coming in, zero going out. Then California temporarily banned BLM from soliciting or distributing charity funds because it failed to file financial reports for 2021, prompting a charity watchdog group to say this, quote, the total lack of transparency and accountability at BLM is alarming. It's incumbent on the Attorney General to launch a full investigation of BLM's finances and governance. BLM filed an extension for 21 and now has until May 15th to submit the required IRS forms, detailing, again, how donor money is spent and where it came from. A recent New York Magazine story reported that an associate of BLM founder Patrisse Cullors bought this mansion in Los Angeles for $5.8 million, then gifted it, records show, days later to a Delaware corporation, hiding the real buyer, which was BLM, which leaked emails show tried to kill the magazine's story. Cullors, a self-described Marxist, resigned from BLM last year after being called out for buying several homes. The new mansion in LA, says BLM, will serve as a studio for members. Nonprofit experts, however, say it's important BLM not commingle funds targeted for improving Black lives with personal interests, a question raised last year by activists.
We're also asking for an IRS investigation because people donated. And we have a right to find out where our money was spent.
No response from Cullors. BLM says published reports, however, are wrong but provided no proof. Congressman Darrell Issa is calling for an IRS investigation for what he calls a possible misappropriation of charitable funds.
All right, y'all. So let me go ahead and show y'all Candace and Patrisse's situation here.
Okay, so this is insane. In real time right now, I am watching Patrisse Cullors do a live claiming that I went to her property and demanded to speak to her. And I only way I can describe it is she sounds like she's really scared. We're working on a documentary talking about all the funding pertaining to Black Lives Matter. Obviously, we know that Patrisse and a lot of the founders purchased $1 million homes in white neighborhoods. They also purchased a Black Lives Matter property. So we went to the property and asked if there was anyone that we could speak to, very politely, by the way. We've got cameras in tow. So there's no way she could, it's all on camera. And we just said, is there anyone we can speak to? Nobody asked us to leave. The person went inside. It was just a white man that we saw outside that was providing security, which is super interesting because obviously Patrisse here is anti-police. And so she's, oh my God, I think she's crying on this live, pretending that she was harassed. Like I said, very politely to the guy, is there anyone we can speak to? My name's Candace Owens. We never went over the gate. It was just me ringing the doorbell, trying to speak to someone. He said absolutely nothing. He started just recording us. And we said, okay, if there's no one we can speak to, we're going to leave. Patrisse is pretending to be scared because she knows that this Black Lives Matter lie is falling apart. And she doesn't know what to do. I mean, people are aware of the scam that is Black Lives Matter. She's intentionally limited the comments. So you can't even comment on this post, because I was going to comment and be like, this is a complete lie. And we have it all on camera in terms of what happened. So what you are seeing right now is the face of a woman who is pretending she's afraid of right-wing pundits, when in reality, she's being exposed as a fraud who took millions, used the faces of Black people, took millions of dollars to fund herself, to fund her lifestyle, to fund her girlfriend, and to buy $1 million mansions in neighborhoods where no Black people live. So Patrisse, this footage this story that we're covering is a significant one. I have always been interested in the fraud that is Black Lives Matter, your fake tears, your crocodile tears about someone politely ringing your gate and speaking to your white security guard and asking if there was anyone that I could talk to because I was covering the story. Not really going to cut it, Patrisse. This is only going to commit me further to discovering the truth about what you have done with this funding. Black people died. You used their faces to raise money. You demanded that the policing be stopped. You demanded that police officers be defunded, but you've got a private security detail outside of $1 million homes. It just doesn't work this way, sweetheart. So the truth shall set you free, or Candace Owens shall set you free, girl, because I'm about to tell the truth. All right, we're still filming. Bye.
Hey, folks. Just waiting for folks to come on.
Sorry.
Hey, everyone. Hey everyone, it's been a while that I've been on here. Actually, I've been taking a break. Hey everybody. Hey. It's good to see some of the team. Hey folks, welcome.
Oh, girl, let me try and fast forward this.
For so many years. I want to just say that the last, this morning I woke up to Candace Owens being outside of my house with a news crew. She was demanding that I come outside. And when I looked at the video recording of what she was asking about, she was actually asking about the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation property. And for some reason, seems like she thought my house was that. It's unacceptable and it's dangerous that anybody, any stranger, come outside of my house, but it's really unacceptable and dangerous when Candace Owens, another Black woman who is actually working as a part of a right-wing agenda, comes outside of my house with cameras. As you all know, I've experienced, and many of us have experienced, death threats. Many of us have children. Many of us are super vulnerable. And the fact that she's came outside my house and demanded things, harassed me, is unacceptable. It is unacceptable. And I'm going to keep doing the work I need to do to make sure that I'm in right relationship with my community, but I'm not going to let the right wing and right wing pundits and media try to drive me against my community and have the community driven against me. I'm begging and pleading with all of you all to pay attention to what's happening to me and to many other people, many other leaders inside of this movement. Pay attention to what's happening, because what happened to me today has the potential to open up the floodgates of many other right-wing people that may next time be bearing arms, that may next time be more violent. This is unacceptable. Black people should be able to fight for our rights, for our right to live without being harassed, without being, without fearing for our lives, without having people, strangers, show up to our private and personal property.
Okay, I can't take any more of her gaslighting. Let me come back on the screen. Okay, I can't do the gaslighting. Black people should feel safe, of course, but you're trying to conflate the issues. It wasn't 5 members of the KKK who came bearing arms who showed up at your home. It was Candace Owens. The problem is people want to know, where's the money, sis? Even Black folks, even people who are part of your BLM movement are also asking the same question. The only time we see you, as of late, is when it's tied to some celebrity. Remember, just a month ago, she was begging everybody to, oh, be easy on Jussie. We're going to get Jussie out, as if Jussie was some type of political prisoner. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff about Jussie when she should have been fighting for real people who are being railroaded by the system, not some actor who was looking for attention. I don't feel bad for Patrisse at all. Because like I said, they've been asking for over the past, almost 2 years, where's this money going? What have they done tangible for the Black community besides buy themselves homes? And even the home that they bought, they're using it as some type of film studio. They want to start filming. I don't know what they want to film, documentaries. They want to, it's like some type of studio that they supposedly got this mansion for, like a place for them to film. How about you get the mansion and make it a place for people to live? How about you make it some type of refuge for, abused Black women where they can stay until they get on their feet? Something like that. That would make more sense than just, I'm going to buy a $6 million mansion and then claim that I'm using it for, filming and media purposes. This woman is full of crap. And I'm not surprised. Now, let's keep it real. We know who sent Candace out there, child. We know she's out there for attention, and she's definitely doing it, for her right-wing people. But again, the reason why people are now showing up at your door and being messy is because y'all haven't provided any information. Now, we're all sitting here waiting until May 15th. Today is May 11th. So we'll see what happens May 15th. If they come up with those receipts as to what happened to the money, at least for 2021. They have not shown any receipts. So it's going to be interesting. All she did was literally give Candace even more attention, because before she jumped on live crying, because she knows she can't call the police. Kind of shit is that? The same person that was screaming, defund the police. Now you calling the police. You can't call the police. So you brought Candace even more attention by jumping on your live and playing victim and crying tattooed tears. That's why I'm glad everybody pulled out the tiny violin. I think she's full of crap. I really do. Let's see here. The Creator Mansion was laundering money. The home was purchased 2 weeks earlier for $3 million or less. Oh, okay. So they're saying that the Creator Mansion, I don't know what the person's name is in the chat. They got a bunch of numbers and letters, but they're saying the Creator Mansion was laundered money. The home was purchased like 2 weeks earlier for $3 million. I mean, the point, it's just frustrating because they made so much money between the years of 18 until now. And I remember when Mike Brown's father, he was one of the first ones to call them out, and people thought he was being divisive. And then remember, Tamir Rice's mother was calling them out, because these people have literally made a name for themselves and made money off of their dead children. And, nobody has reached back out to them. Nobody has cut them any type of check. There's no rec center in Tamir, Rice's name. That innocent baby who died all them years ago. They haven't done anything. But they're using these folks' names, and their children's names to collect money. And it's other organizations that have been called out as well, but we're talking about Black Lives Matter right now, okay? So it's going to be very interesting to see, where this goes from here. But I think, her running on camera and trying to cry and play victim, I can't take you seriously. Especially when Candace, Candace is going to record everything. Candace is a police-ass chick, okay? So, she's going to record everything and make sure her T's are crossed and her I's are dotted. Okay, so I highly doubt she came up there all violent and aggressive, big and pregnant. She came to be messy. We'll keep that real. She definitely came to be messy, okay? But I'm here for that. But she didn't come up there trying to fight you. Stop. So extra. Let me go ahead and read some of these super chats here. Jazzy Monet says, love you, T. I've been a tea sipper forever. I stay in the background. I'm an introvert. Your Dubai deep dive was phenomenal. Thank you for bringing the content that's not only fun, but edifies us. You are so welcome, and thank you so much, Jazzy. I'm glad you love the deep dives, so that makes me happy. I always love getting feedback on the deep dives. I have a lot of fun with it, especially with the little soundtrack that I put together. I am a big fan of Aladdin. I'm sorry, I'm a child of the 90s. So when I think of Dubai and I think about the slavery that goes on, Arabian Nights pops in my head. Because I know that song, it's sad, but I know all the words to Arabian Night. Like we used to have to sing it. You know what I'm saying? We played A Whole New World on the clarinet. Like I'm a big Aladdin fan. So every time I think about Dubai, Arabian Nights always pops in my head. But I think the way I edited and sliced it together, it was really good. Somebody was like, when the girl started singing, I got creeped out because she was going so hard. I said, but yeah, you're dealing with real life, situations. Like they say, a fool off his guard will fall and fall hard. A lot of folks running out there, they're being lured out there with promises of making money and becoming rich, only for them to end up in really indentured servitude / slavery. So I'm glad that you like the doc. So thank you. Brian 404 says you love Arabian Nights too. Good. I'm not the only one. Let me see. Tanya says Arabian Days. That's my jam. Yeah, to me, that was the best song. And Will Smith didn't do it any justice. So people asking, how come you didn't use Will Smith? Because he don't sound like the man on the original Arabian Nights, and that girl's voice was more powerful. Will Smith, he didn't bring it. I didn't hear the little accent. I didn't like his version. I'm just saying. I like the girl's version better. She was more powerful. Let me see here. Sharita People Sent 10 says, hey T, love you, girl. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, love. Memes Over Outrage says $5 to shout out them Tiggo Biddies. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Tiggo Biddies. Y'all are a mess. Thank you for the super chat. See, I do a late night chat, and here come the freaks. The freaks come out at night, okay? Late night chat, y'all talking about titties and shit. But thank you. Shy Guy Sent 10 says, hey T, I'm a Georgia boy, but I live in Virginia. It's a trip I'm willing to take to see you laugh my ass off. Yes, definitely come on through. I'm excited to meet so many of y'all. So definitely come on through to the venue. So thank you for the super chat, love. Miss Sasha Rue says, hey T, my first super chat and now a new member. I love you. You are looking beautiful in that purple. Thank you so much, sis. And thanks for joining the membership as well. Appreciate you. Double-edged sword, my sis from Canada. She says, hey T, is Agent Matt going to the A for the event? I want to see your mystery dude hit a like, y'all. Y'all are such a mess. I don't even know if he knows about it. I don't know, child. He may come, you know what I'm saying? He might drive up there. He's always on the road, busy. We'll see. We'll see. Don't y'all be trying to holler at him too if he show up, okay? You know how females do. Oh, that's Agent Matt. He be dropping them big old super chats. Hey, Agent Matt. No, don't come after my super chat, fellas, ladies. These people is plotting already. T, make sure Agent Matt is there. They're going to be trying to sit next to him. They plotting, y'all. They plotting at my trucker. Thank you Thanks for the super chat. Let's see here. Tiara Monet says, Jesse Williams. Why you do that, Tiara? Why you come in here being messy on this good Wednesday at 9:16 at night? I seen the Jesse Williams package. I wasn't disappointed at all. Now, I'm confused, though. I get he was doing a play. I couldn't even pay attention to what was going on. I couldn't pay attention to the words. I seen him grab a man and act like he was doing something to him from the back. That was kind of disturbing, but I couldn't pay any attention to what they were saying because my eyes was just looking. I was like, I don't even know what's going on. I just see him grabbing another man. I just see this just peen swinging everywhere from left to right to left. Just loose peen, nuts and berries. So I didn't know. I don't know the context. I just seen a bunch of peen flying across the stage. Why is he doing naked stage plays? I don't know the backstory. I was just on Twitter and got hit in the forehead with a big old peen, and they said it was Jesse Williams. So I said, okay, well, damn. And then people had close-up shots. I said, well, damn. So I don't know the backstory. He's on stage, just naked, him and some other man running after each other. Maybe y'all can enlighten me. I just watched the interaction. I don't know what they were saying. I don't know why they were both naked. I didn't even care at that point to Google the backstory. Keeping it real. I was like, okay, well, that made my night. Okay, Tiara Monet up here being messy, child. Let's see here. So y'all don't know why he was up there either, huh? So y'all just looked at the video, didn't care about the context. Gotcha. I'm not the only person who went that route. I haven't seen an explanation yet. All I see is eggplants and eyeballs. I have no idea what happened. Okay, one person, this must be a guy. One person, oh, no, it's a girl. She said it was a Broadway show. They weren't supposed to be taking pictures or videoing. I didn't even know it was a Broadway show. I'm like, okay, he's on somebody's stage naked, balls swinging. So somebody recorded that. They weren't even supposed to be recording it. Huh. Now, you know damn well, Broadway, you can't invite a bunch of damn strangers to an event and people start running around on stage as fine as Jesse Williams is, and you don't think somebody gonna creep and record? Shit. They risk it all. But get this shot. They did good too. They did real for them to be creeping. I thought it was a regular, I didn't know there wasn't no filming allowed because the way it was shot very nice. It wasn't shaky. It wasn't nervous at all. I'd have been scared, because I've been trying to look and record. They was like looking right through the camera. You could tell. They knew what they was doing. Probably the staff member. I bet you it was the staff member because that video was too clear and concise. If that would have been me, I'd have been like, that video camera was like this. Thank you for the super chat, ma'am. Now I see why his ex-wife is angry and bitter. That bitch take him to court once a year. I need more money. We see why you mad, sis. He fine, got a big old package. Big old beef stick. And now he ain't with you no more. I see why you drag him to court once a year just to be mad. I see he be in court every year. She be crying about money still. I'm like, he ain't like he working all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see why she upset, child. I be mad too. Uh-huh. And then they said today his news leaked. I didn't get a chance to see the solid news yet. I had to go search. I just woke up, so I'll go searching later on. I can't stand y'all the way y'all just steer my stream to a whole nother way, to a whole nother direction. All right, let me see here. Koala 801 says, T, I listen to you every day via Apple Podcasts over and over again while I work. I stay cracking up. Thanks for being you. You are dope as fuck. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming through. I appreciate you, and I'm glad I can keep you entertained while you're at work. So thank you for the support. Let's see here. Kat sent $20, says, T, I was just getting ready to do some homework. and looking for a distraction. Thank you for this pleasant surprise on this great Wednesday night. Love you. Love you too, Kat, and thanks for coming through, love. I'm glad I could keep you distracted a little bit, so thanks. Let's see here. Erica Santoni says, standing ovation for UT for the deep dive. Thank you so much. And I'm really glad you guys liked it and enjoyed it and took something away from it. So thank you. Let's see here. Miss Tonisha says, this tea is what? Piping hot. Thank you, sis. Thanks for coming through. Deja Vu says, imagine if they put 10% of those funds into fixing Minneapolis. It hasn't been the same after George Floyd, Uptown, and surrounding areas. Yeah. And they collected a lot of money on behalf of George Floyd. You know, I know the family, though, in case you don't know, they did give back to a lot of Black businesses that, you know, were affected, or even people looking to start businesses. So the brother did do that, because I know a few Black businesses in Minneapolis that got some of that money from the family. So they did give back to businesses. But yeah, it'd be nice if Black Lives Matter, you know, did a little bit more. But what I've noticed when I was out there in Uptown not too long ago, everything where like the fire was, even on parts of the South Side, it's totally being regentrified. They're rebuilding and they're putting up apartments. Stuff is going to be way more expensive. The people who are living there, when it was like a lower income area, they're not going to be able to afford those places anymore. So I feel like it was definitely systematically done as well to get a lot of those people out of there, because especially like places like the North Side, that is prime location, because there's parts of the North Side where you can see the Twin Stadium, you know, and you get that beautiful view of downtown Minneapolis. So that's prime real estate. So it's sad what our city has turned into, but it's still home, child. I still love me some Minneapolis. Everybody was like, why aren't you doing it up here in Minnesota? Because ain't nobody trying to fly to Minnesota, child. I got to go down south. Ain't nobody trying to fly up here. Keep having damn thunderstorms and shit and riots. Nobody's trying to come up here like that. But it's still home. Let's see here. Blackout sent $1.99. Says, hey, T, looking good. I'd blow your back out. Hey! Y'all are wilding tonight. See, this is what happens when I come out at night. Y'all are talking about my titties. He wants to blow my back out. Thank you for the $1.99, sir. You got to send more than that. Let me stop. Y'all are wilding. Okay, I see why I come on usually around 3 to 4 p.m. It's a different crowd. At night, it's a bunch of freaks in here. Y'all want to know about Jesse's peen. Somebody wants to blow my back out. Okay, all right. Well, I'm here for this new crew of tea sippers, okay? These are the late night freaks. So let me see here. Dr. Hen, number 1 tea sipper, says, hey, T, long time sipper here. I'm trying to see how I can get those VIP tickets. I'm willing to pay double. Love you, girl. Love you too. Let me text, make sure they're not all out. Because like I said, we only had 10 left. So all the information is on Patreon, Discord. It's in the friend finder room on Discord. And it's in the Discord announcement room where, you know, nobody can talk in that room because it's just solid posting. So it's in there, and then it's on the YouTube membership. So the YouTube membership tab where I post like announcements and links and stuff, it's over there. So check it out and see, because once the VIP is gone, it's gone. There's other like tickets too, though. There's other, you know, choices that you can choose, but the VIP was just for the first 50 people. So thank you, love. Thank you so much. All right, let's see here. C. Pierce says, thank you for being such a bright light. I'm grieving a loss right now. I really needed a laugh. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. And, you know, I just hope things get better for you. Thank you for just, you know, spending some time with me this evening. I appreciate you. So y'all, oh my gosh, y'all are going hard. Oh my goodness. Miss Tonisha sent $279.99. Wow. Thank you so much. She says, much love from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you so much. I love my Canadian tea sippers. Shout out to y'all. Hey, that's what the Canadians said. They'd be like, hey. They had A to everything. But thank you so much. I appreciate you, sis. Thanks for coming through. So, y'all, let me go ahead and get to the next story here. We have over 7,000 people in the house. Definitely hit the like button, y'all. Please show some love. Let's see here. So the next thing I want to talk about, oh, God. Let me talk about the Meg Thee Stallion situation next. I want to do that. Now, y'all know I'm not the biggest Meg fan. I've always kept that real, right? I feel like, her energy's weird. She doesn't know if she's coming or going at times. But I am noticing where certain people or even the media is kind of picking on her, right? Like, I hold her accountable when she does goofy stuff or when I'm just not feeling whatever she's talking about. So today there was a story posted. Everybody posted it. Everybody posted this story, including Neighborhood Talk. A lot of folks posted it. And basically, let me read to you guys what the story was. It was about her, the doctor coming out and saying that she had glass in her foot. So let me read to y'all this. Now, this was via Vibe. So it says, new information has been unveiled regarding the ongoing legal battle involving rap stars Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. While Megan Thee Stallion has remained steadfast in her claims of Lanez intentionally wounding her by firing a gun in her direction, an LAPD report has surfaced that has created an air of doubt surrounding the Stallion's recollection of events. In recent released documents, the LAPD revealed that Megan allegedly stepped on glass at the scene, resulting in a laceration in her left foot. Dr. Lovelyti, who treated the Stallion, I'm sorry, that's like they talk about a horse. Who treated the Stallion? Why did they just say who treated Megan? That sounds like a horse. I'm just saying. Confirmed that the laceration was sustained during her stepping on glass. The report also reveals the identity of eyewitnesses who says he saw two women believed to be Megan Thee Stallion and Kelsey in a verbal and physical altercation at the scene, and that two men believed to be Lanez and his bodyguard were also present. According to the report, afterwards, the suspect got back into the black SUV and left the scene. Okay, so this was the report that was going on social media. And so what I noticed is that a lot of people started saying, well, that proves that Tory didn't shoot her. The doctor's coming out and the doctor's saying that it was just simply glass. Now, like I said, I'm no big fan of hers. I'm not a hottie, none of that stuff. But how do y'all get that Tory didn't shoot her from this thing? I told y'all when I did the whole breakdown a few streams ago that I don't believe that she was shot in her foot with a bullet. The foot has a lot of bones. Had it been a bullet that hit her foot would have shattered. She wouldn't have been in the club the next month shaking her ass with Asian doll, right? But I said something definitely happened. I believe that there were shots fired from Tory and it either hit the ground or hit glass. It was some type of shrapnel that hit her foot, because there are bullet fragments, which is shrapnel, in her foot plus glass. So that doesn't mean that all of a sudden Tory's exonerated, because you have to think to yourself, well, how did the glass get in her foot? If nothing happened and Tory didn't do anything, where did the glass come from to magically cut her foot? Her foot was cut. She was clearly bleeding. Something happened. So what I also noticed is this, right? Because So Megan was trending all day. And a lot of the folks were saying, so Megan, Tory didn't shoot you in your foot. So Megan, you lied. So Megan, you're trying to bring this black man down. That's all you were seeing in the So Megan, trending topic. But the thing to me, it didn't make any sense, because remember, during my last stream, I had played you guys the Gayle King interview, where she said herself that she put it out there that she had stepped on glass. But she didn't say the glass to say that Tory didn't do anything. She just said that she stepped on glass. She didn't tell the full story. And people are trying to twist this and make it seem like, she just was walking at 2:00 in the morning and just stepped on a bunch of glass on the ground. Like, y'all are not using like discernment here. So let me go ahead and open up this and refresh your memory. This new article that's come out, this is not revealing anything. So I didn't understand the hype today on social media. It was silly. Let me share my screen real quick here. Like I said, I may not be a fan, but I'm going to be fair and I'm going to bring receipts. So this was her when she talked to Gayle King last month. This is the audio. Listen to this.
And I didn't want them to kill any of us or shoot any of us. So I just said I stepped on glass because I didn't.
Why did you say that? Why didn't you say you shot me?
I didn't. For some reason, I was just trying to protect all of us because I didn't want them to kill us. Like, even though this person just did this to me, my first reaction still was to try to save us. Like.
Okay, so you guys just heard what she said, that basically, you know what I'm saying, she said to the police that she stepped on glass because she didn't want to tell the full truth. Now, this is what I really think happened at this point. This is why, like I said from day one, I'm not taking this situation to heart like that, because the story has been so convoluted. And part of it is because of how the blogs and these so-called professional mainstream publications are handling this. Because what I noticed today, as I'm, getting everything ready, I go to pull up the article, okay, that went viral, that we all posted and published and talked about. So let me share this, because I know a lot of people probably haven't even noticed this yet. This is why I said there's a lot of strange shit going on with this case. Okay, so when I put in Megan Thee Stallion, this is the Vibe article from 10 hours ago. When you click on it, page not found. 404. Sorry, the page that you're looking for cannot be found. The article and everything came from that publication. Why did they take it down? It doesn't make any sense to me. If you're not trying to spin a narrative and you're not trying to be unfair and you're just trying to be neutral, because I think I've done a pretty good job of that. I have no dog in this fight. I've held Tori accountable for the stuff that I've heard, and I've held her accountable for the stuff that I've heard. But when I see that a major publication like Vibe then turns around and deletes the entire post, but I'm confused because it was your article that created all this mess on social media and this hashtag. Okay? So a lot of these publications are being messy. That's why I said it just makes sense for all of us to just chill and wait to see what happens during the court case. Another thing, I'm really starting to think that this is what might have happened, right? This is my interpretation. The witness is saying that they saw two women fighting. And let me read, because, we have screenshots. So I'm going to read to you guys some of that Vice article that they deleted. Okay? So they were saying, this is what else was in the report. The report also revealed the names of the witness who allegedly saw Megan and Kelsey physically fighting at the scene. It says that Kay Nicole's chain and acrylic nail and bullet casings were all found at the scene. So for Kelsey's nail, and it's acrylic, child, to be popped off, y'all know when girls' nails pop off, one, that shit hurts. Two, somebody was fighting. I mean, if you're not in the house just doing dishes, you're out in the street and you see a bunch of acrylic nails, usually a fight went down. I'm just saying, you don't have to be a detective to know what went down. So they're saying that her chain, her nail, they were found around the scene. That's because these two girls were fighting. And I've always said the reason why Meg does not want to admit why her and her best friend of, however long, were fighting is because it would make her look bad. Because she was smashing Tori behind Kelsey's back. I did a whole breakdown. Y'all can go watch the stream I did about maybe 2-3 weeks ago, right? So that's why they've never talked about it. I think what happened is the girls start fighting. They're into it. They're bombing. Everybody's drunk. They're bombing. All of a sudden, here comes Tori, little man, the cowboy. Like he's in the Wild Wild West and shit. Y'all bitches are gonna stop fighting. Y'all hear me? Because he's little. You know, Kelsey's a big girl. Megan's a big girl. These are two big stallions, two big horses just fighting, okay? They're taller than Tori. They're thicker than Tori. So Tori's trying to break it up. The security guy's like, I don't get paid enough for this shit. So he's sitting in the car watching the fuck shit. He got his teacup and he's sipping slow, right? So Tori comes out there like a cowboy, like, y'all know where we're at. We're in Calabasas. Y'all need to quit fighting. It ain't that serious. They still bombing. Bam, 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 bam. Pulling hair. Kelsey's nails is flying and shit. Megan's trying to like a horse, near and shit. So they're just fighting, right? Two big stallions fighting in the middle of the street. So now Tori's seeing like, they're not listening to me. I can't really break them up because they're way bigger than me because I'm only 4'11". So Tori then pulls out his gun like a drunken cowboy and he starts shooting. Bow, bow, bow. And the bullets just start ricocheting. They break the glass, almost kill the driver. Thank God he ducked, okay? So now they're shook. They're shook because he's shooting at them. Remember, he was like, dance, bitch! And so once they start seeing them, you know, shooting at them, you know, they're trying to run for cover. Megan steps on the glass because the window shattered. You know, she's trying to run for cover. Kelsey's trying to run for cover. You know, she puts her foot, her hoof on the glass and it breaks. It, you know, shatters her skin. You know, I really think that's what happened. They were fighting because you notice Kelsey is also not defending Tori. Kelsey's mad. I believe Kelsey feels a way about Tori as well because Tori could have killed her. I believe that man was drunk and was shooting aimlessly, just trying to make a point. A lot of people, especially in the South, they shoot like guns in the air, like they don't, you know, y'all see movies, pow, pow, and then everybody's like, what happened? You know what I mean? People shoot guns in the air, but they don't realize that whatever you know what I'm saying, shoot, it's gonna land back somewhere. That's how innocent people have been killed by guns because sometimes they weren't even aiming at the person. They were just shooting in the air to get attention. And then the bullet came back down and hit somebody in their damn, you know, forehead, and, you know, and it's over. I believe that's what might have happened. Is that this man was drunk. He wanted to break up the fight. He couldn't. So he shot in the air with his drunk ass. And it broke the window. And they're all trying to run for cover. And she cut herself. So for people to just dismiss it and act like, oh, because she had glass in her foot, not a bullet in her foot, then that just absolves him. I believe he discharged that weapon. I believe he discharged that weapon. I don't think he was intentionally trying to kill either one of them. I think they were just all drunk. They were all drunk as hell into it because Kelsey done found out these two are messing around. We're supposed to be friends. They start bombing per the witnesses. They're fighting. And it has to be a pretty bad fight because acrylic nails, you know what I'm saying, are popping off. So they're really bombing. For her nails to be popping off, you're really hitting somebody. You're really, you know what I'm saying, boxing it out. So I believe that's when he pulled the gun out, you know, trying to get their attention or get them to stop. And now all of them are just in all this fuck shit, you know. But I just didn't like the way that, you know, the media was trying to post, you know, was trying to play it today, especially with Vibe, posting that article, very divisive. It started a bunch of more drama. And I'm like, well, this wasn't really new information. Even if the doctor says that there was glass in her foot, she even said that she stepped on glass. So I would assume that there'd be glass in her foot. I'm just saying, like, what was the big breakthrough today? Because I was so confused by the So Megan hashtag. Look, somebody says, I believe your story more than theirs. Don't my story make more sense? I'm just saying. I feel like my story makes way more sense than the bullshit they've been spinning since 2020. I mean, the whole situation is a mess. Somebody said, Tori, Yosemite Lane. Y'all remember them Yosemite Sam cartoons? That little cowboy with the gun, he was always quick to draw and shit. Y'all are a mess. Yeah, so I think that's really what happened. I think he did discharge the gun. It hit the window. One of the bullets hit the window. And that is what caused her to cut her foot. Either way, like I said, if a gun was discharged and they find out that Tori discharged it, then whatever comes to him comes to him. because I don't think he's innocent in this. But I think the reason why her character is so under scrutiny is because of the different stories that she has told. That's why everybody's just kind of over the story. But then when you have these major publications coming out and they're adding more fuel to the fire, and then I go to check the same publication hours later and they delete it, I'm not feeling that. That makes me feel like they were trying to be messy. So even though I'm not a big fan of hers, I'm still going to be fair. And when I see messy shit that the media is doing, I'm going to call it out, period. So it is what it is. Let me go ahead and read some more super chats here. Ashley V sent $100. Thank you so much, Ashley. She says, longtime supporter, please check your Instagram DMs. If you ever have an event in Orlando, Florida, I would love to be one of your sponsors. I own a business, but I would love to meet you in person. Thank you so much. Thank you. And yeah, we are definitely looking for like vendors in Atlanta. So if you have like food or, you know, things that you want to sell, contact me. Just write Atlanta vendor and I'll get it over to my manager. So yeah, we're definitely want to help, you know, other businesses. I want to make this also like a networking event, you know, just so people can meet up and connect and stuff like that. So it's fun. I have a lot of fun stuff planned. So thank you so much. And yeah, if I can get down to Florida, that definitely would be awesome. So thank you. Let's see here. Untried 215. I like that. Says, even though I don't always agree with you, I can always say you are fair and you keep the same energy as always. Much respect to you, T. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sis. Thanks for the super chat. Kimmy's Life says, hey, T, I seen you're still team iPhone. I will be going back to my Samsung. I miss my Android. I miss my Droid too. Don't get it twisted, honey. I still got my Google Pixel. So this is like my backup. I love my Droid. Like, I still use it, but, you know, the iPhone, I like the iPhone for, like, when I need to edit and I can hurry up and send pictures over that whole, what is it called? Apple Drop or whatever? Airdropping apples. I don't know what it's called, but I like that feature, okay? So I like how I can just, you know, send stuff to my MacBook. That's really, like, the main benefit, because with Android, I have to hook my phone up and wait for the little Android man to pop up on the computer, and then half the time he be crashing and shit. So I do like that feature of the iPhone, but I'm still team Android. Don't get it twisted. Oh, it's called AirDrop. Child, I knew it's called something, honey. Y'all know I'm an Android user. I don't know what none of these names are called, but I'm learning the features. So that's my favorite part of the iPhone. Other than that, it's just big. It's heavy. I don't understand the hype. You know, like people, oh my God, your case, and oh, you got an iPhone now. I'm like, okay. So I guess I'm like in a new, you know, social status. Because before, when I would have my Google Pixels, I was like a look of disgust. Like, what kind of phone is that? Google makes phones? Like, people used to be like really offended when I'd be like, when I take my picture and I pull out my phone, they're like, what is that? People get mad like, don't let her take the picture. She got a Google Pixel. I'm like, hey, this has a good camera. Nah, I ain't never heard of no Google Pixel. People would shame me. Bitch, I'm trying to do you a favor. Okay? I'm like, oh, you want me to take your picture? And then you pull out your Google and it's like, no, never mind. But now when I step in the room, I'll be like, you want a picture? Oh, okay, all right. Y'all iPhone users are so weird and arrogant and stuck up. But I have an iPhone now, so you know. Tell me they don't act funny when you pull out an Android to take pictures. They act funny. They act like an Android is a toaster, honey. I'm like, it's a phone that takes pictures. Put that toaster back in your pocket. We don't want toaster pictures. We want an iPhone picture. So I've noticed I don't get clowned as much when I pull out my iPhone. It's like people are, oh, okay, all right. It's a whole new world over here. It's a whole new world, but I'm still team Android. I don't care. I love my Droid. I was an Android user for damn near 20 years. You know, the kids still have to help me with certain things, you know, on this iPhone. Child, I'm learning, though. I'm learning. I'm getting better. But yeah, don't pull out the Android and try to take a group picture. Like, I'm telling like 10 people jump you. No. Here go my phone. I got an iPhone. Just use my phone. Hey, I'm the one with the social media following. I want it on my phone. They be like, not with that Android. I'm sorry. People are shady towards Android users. So thank you, sis. Thanks for the super chat. Let's see here. Kimmy's Life says, oh, no, I'm sorry. SD 1049 says T. Kelsey is said no T. Kelsey is 4'11. Tori's like 5'6. Megan is 5'10. Make sure to let them live, but let Keeblers live. None of this would have happened. I thought Kelsey and Megan were tall. Like, no, I don't see Kelsey being 4'11 now. Let me pull up some pictures of Kelsey and Megan. No, I don't see Kelsey being that short. Maybe she's 5'8" and above. I just don't see her. She's like literally the same height as Megan. That's what made them best friends, because they were both tall and thick. They look alike too. Here go a picture of the two of them. Always with the ass out. Let me share my screen. Well, it's nighttime, y'all, so enjoy the ass shots, the ass views. They look to be about the same height. I don't know. Let me see. I can't tell if she's wearing heels or not. They look to be about the same height and stature. She might be wearing heels, though. I've never heard nobody say that Kelsey was short. Who is this? Child. Sorry, I don't know who that is. Ooh, y'all just be tagging yourselves to anything. Me in the club with at Meg the Stallions, you know what I'm saying, club event. Y'all just tag y'all. I'm like, who is this girl? We looking for big, thick, tall chicks. Here comes this little, you know what I'm saying, little, she's cute though, cute little brown skin girl, but she's itty bitty. I'm like, how did she get in the mix of these two big, thick girls? I'm like, whose daughter is that? She done tagged herself in some with Meg the Stallion, child. But I don't see all the pictures I see. Kelsey looks to be about Meg's height. I doubt Kelsey is 4'11. Now Tori, he's short. Now he's not really 4'11, but he's short for a guy. You know, he's like what, 5'6. I learned something the other day on Instagram. People were telling me that the average guy's height is what they say, 5'8. I thought the average guy, the average height for a guy was like 5'10. And people were like, no, T, that's too tall. Like too tall. Like I thought that was average. So I was like, okay, I learned something new. But then I had to think about it too. Like I'm always around like gigantic guys, especially like on the weekends, because I do AAU, right? I'm always like at my son's games. And then my brothers are huge. My one brother, he's 6'3", my other brother is 6'5". And then my kids play basketball. Like the last weekend I was talking to a teenager because he was showing me, you know, how to get to like one of the gyms, because we were at this big high school. Child was walking around lost. And all of a sudden he's like, hey, are you looking for gym 8? And I was like, yeah, I can't find it. He's like, oh, I'll show you the way. And I said, well, damn, how tall are you? I think I'm 6'9". That's 6, you think? He was 6'9", y'all. Big as hell. I said, well, how old are you? 17. Oh, never mind. But yeah, I thought like, you know what I'm saying, 5'10" and up. But I guess, you know, that's too much. They said the average guy is 5'8". So to me, I thought, you know, that's kind of short, like 5'8". So I learned something new. So people are like, yeah, you'll be looking for these big 6'5" guys. Like, that's not average height. You need to stop hanging around basketball players in gyms. Yes, that little boy was 6'9". I said, oh, hell no. And was 17. So, child, I don't know, man. Shout out to all the guys under 6 foot. We see y'all sometimes. We see y'all. Nothing wrong with that. But you know what's funny? It's like all the tall guys like short girls. I don't know what it is. Like tall guys don't tend to be with tall girls. And I think that's what like irritates tall girls. Because it's like, dude, if you're like 6'3", why are you not trying to look at the girls who are like 5'8" and up? Why are you looking past us with your tall ass? Okay? And looking at the girls who are 5'4" and under. And then all the short guys who are like 5'7" and 5'8", they love tall girls. I've had guys literally come to my boobs. Like, hey, I'm like, what? Like, what is it, sir? I'm like, how can I help you, sir? Like, what you doing tonight? Nothing, just hanging out with my friends. Like, so I guess maybe, like somebody told me, like, just understand, like, the average guy is not that tall. So I'm learning stuff. Because when I put on heels, I'd be like 5'11" in my heels. So, when somebody walks up, I just assume, like, if you're 5'8", like, that's short for a guy. But I learned that. So y'all teach me stuff every day, because I really thought like 5'10" and up was average. Like, for me, like 6 foot is average, but they say that's not average. So thank you to the guys who like taught me that. Because like I said, my perception is a bit warped because I have tall brothers, tall cousins, and they all play basketball. So like there's literally tall people around all the time. So when all you see is like your brothers, your cousins, your friends, you know what I'm saying? So when I do see somebody short, I don't think anything one way or another. I'm just like, okay, they're short. But now I'm learning that, oh, well, maybe that person who's 5'8" is not short. He's average height. Thank you. So ladies, 5'8" is average height. Y'all stop calling men who are 5'8" shorties and midgets and stuff. They said it's average height. So yeah, I learned that. Yes. Somebody said my son is 6'2" and 15. Wow. Ain't that crazy? When them boys, like, they be taller than you now. It's like, oh my gosh. I remember when you were like this little. Now you're like towering over me. That's like the craziest thing. That's funny. Yeah, everybody thinks I'm short because I'm on camera, but no. And then when they see me in real life, like, oh, damn, I didn't even know you was that tall. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to all the, you know what I'm saying, average height guys. We see y'all, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Let's see here. Mela, hold on, just disappeared. Oh, Roman says you have moderators abusing their power. Oh, Roman, please write down the names of those mods so I can, when I go back and read my chats, because I always go back and rewatch my streams, I can look for them. So that way, we can see, what they've done to abuse their power. So thank you. Y'all don't be abusing your power, mods. And y'all got to understand, I don't know everybody who's a mod. People be mad like such and such a mod, I just be modding people. Get here one day on time, you know what I'm saying? And maybe I might give you a mod wrench too. I don't know everybody who got a wrench. People be mad and say, how Tracy with the T get a wrench? I fucks with Tracy, and Tracy gonna keep her wrench. Shout out to Tracy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know Tracy, but I don't know every single mod in the thing. Folks be hot too. Well, I see you mod this girl, but you ain't mod me. Okay, well, she just happened to be there and I just modded her. Like, it's not that serious. But yes, if they're abusing their power, let me know so I can get them out of here. Because y'all know I will snatch a wrench quick if they're abusing their power. Now, if you're just lying, you might get blocked. So don't be lying. Oh, yeah, folks be serious about them wrenches, honey. They do. Let's see here. Crystal Diaz says, T, you got me crying with laughter. I love you. Thank you. This has been a nice stream. We got over 8,000 people in here. I've been on for an hour. Y'all got me cracking up. Let me go ahead and get to the next topic here. We got to talk about this. Woo. DaniLeigh. So DaniLeigh is currently on, I don't want to call it a hobo tour, child, but whatever. She did an interview with Angie Martinez. And in that interview, I watched the whole interview. So let me say that. I did watch the whole interview. And I'm going to say I enjoyed it. I think DaniLeigh has matured more. Now she's a mother, so she's seeing things differently. But in that interview, she talked about the toxicity of her baby's father, the baby, and, the things that he put her through. She also talked about the yellow bone comment, and we're going to talk about that as well. On top of that, she dropped a diss track. And the diss track, I liked it. I was here for it. I'm like, okay, this is kind of a bop. But the diss track, what is it called? Dead to Me. Okay? Basically saying that the baby's dead to her and she's just tired of the toxicity and things like that. So I thought the diss track was, it was okay. But the problem, though, that I have with this is that people want to write diss tracks. People want to do meetings, but y'all have a child together. So is he really dead to you? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing if you were able to like have a clean break, because you know sometimes relationships don't work out. But if you have a clean break, then that person can be dead to you. Then that person can be ignored and blocked. But y'all got a whole baby together, so he's not dead to you. He's gonna be there to pick up the baby tomorrow at 2 p.m. Get the diaper bag ready. I'm just saying. So I mean, it doesn't make any sense to keep screaming that somebody's dead to you when you still have a connection with them. And this is why, once again, ladies, okay, this is why I hold women responsible. You have to understand we have to make better choices as men, who you get pregnant by, who you have children with, because you are tied to that person forever. And it has nothing to do with child support. You guys are bonded, period. No matter how old that child gets, that's still your child. That's still his child. So you have to make, you have to make those decisions before you bring a child into the world. Because, singing a year later that somebody's dead to you when he gonna be here this weekend because it's his weekend to come get the child, ma'am, makes no sense. But the song is a bop for people who have made a clean break. Okay, I'll say that. If you made a clean break from your ex, then the song is fitting. If your baby daddy gonna be here this weekend, the song is not fitting because he can't be dead to you and still be pulling up in front of your house. Okay, so let me go. Let me go ahead and play you guys some of the interview. The baby also responded. God, knew he would. So he has a lot to say about the situation. He's definitely not feeling how she's going around and talking about him. So let me go ahead and play that first, and then we'll play the next video. All right. This is DaniLeigh. Angie Martinez be getting some good interviews. I like the way Angie Martinez interviews. She comes off like a mother figure type, I've always liked Angie. So
the first night, yeah, it was wild. It was definitely wild. It was very selfish, being that I just had our baby. Like, it was very selfish. And
does he apologize to you?
No.
Really?
He's just like that, though. As you can see in his interview, he said, does he regret anything? He said, nope. I live life without regrets as well. Mm-hmm. But if there's something I could take back, I feel like, or handle differently, like I will say that. Like, that shows accountability. Like, that's maturity. Mm-hmm. Especially take away everything else. It's like we have a kid together. Like, it was toxic. Mm-hmm. We had our really good times. And I
was going to say, it doesn't start toxic.
No, we were like this in the beginning. Like, we were in love. Like, that honeymoon phase, like, it was really good. We both were kind of at our peak of our careers, too. Like, I had Rolling Loud, he had Rolling Loud the next day. Like, it was just always like, we were always both so busy. It was good. And then, of course, he had his little mess ups and stuff. So we break up for a month and then get back together. And then again, we break up. We broke up a lot. Yeah. There was a lot of on and offs going on. But during that time, I definitely wasn't his side piece. And he knows that too. Mm-hmm. But I felt like when I spoke to him, he told me, like, the night before I was doing the most when it comes to, like, crying and all this stuff, how I felt. And I guess he said what he said out of anger and try to make me look bad.
I was going to respond a different way, but I gathered myself and I decided to respond this way. First of all, I feel like you waited too late. I told you back in December you should capitalize off the situation. So I feel like that's a bad move. I also feel like it's a green move for, your label to have you do drop the interview the same time you're dropping a new song. I feel like y'all kind of showing y'all hand. I feel like y'all should have put that together better. I also feel like, before we got on your brother ass, you was just at the London with me that whole week getting busy. And I also feel like you should tell them folks the real reason why I put you out is because you was stalking my other baby mama. And that shit was affecting, my relationship with my princess, my big girl. And that's why I had to make the adjustments. Back in November, I'm grown, I'm an adult, what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to coexist with nobody who too toxic for me and who don't serve me well, what I'm saying? So I owe the world no explanation for that. But even, When I could have cleared my name, I took the high road, and I ain't tripping about that. I'm proud of that. I could have smashed on all that, but that would have, that would have left Shorty, And I ain't with that. I don't want Shorty broken. I just didn't want you around me no more. You know what I'm saying? Just like today, I was gonna have another birthday party for my princess. You done got on your line, playing. Just like before, you affected my relationship with my other children, because now, see, you causing stuff over there. You need to stay over there where you at. You see what I'm saying? Let's sell your records, do your thing. And there's a whole lot more I can say, but I'm not gonna say.
All right, that's enough. Sir, get out of here. Sorry, just keep going and going. We get the point. We get the point. We get the point, the baby. We get it, sir. Bye. I'm glad she realizes that she was in a toxic situation, a toxic relationship. But again, the baby is still saying that he was still sleeping with her. So that's where she has to decide. Like, I get that's your baby daddy, but if y'all's not gonna be together, then you can't keep sleeping with him either. Because he was saying that he was sleeping with her right before he had fought the brother. And I think that might have been the final straw. But their relationship is very toxic, and I'm glad that she's just separating herself. His explanation, I don't care. I don't care. Now, let me go ahead and play y'all the other video where she spoke to Angie Martinez about the yellow bone comment. Now, this caused a lot of controversy. I did a video on this. A lot of people called her out. And she's finally addressing it. So I want y'all to listen to her addressing the whole yellow bone controversy. And then I'm going to tell you guys what I think about that. So give me just a second here. Share my screen. Okay, here we go.
All at once. So I was like, ooh, when I did drop the snippet and saw how everyone reacted, I was like, I messed up. I messed up. I didn't super realize it at that time. And that's why I responded like defensive. But it was a horrible mistake. It was not a good moment for sure for me. And it was a hard time. In that time, like, a lot was going on in my life. Like, me and baby broke up. That happened. Me and my family. I was pregnant. Like, it was just all at once. So I was like, ooh, what is God trying to teach me right now? Because it was definitely a learning lesson for me. And I just want to say to everybody that I'm super sorry. Because it just was a mistake. I'm a Dominican woman. I have family members that are dark skinned. My daughter's a Black girl. Like, it just was, to even speak on skin tone, like, I realized how, like, messed up that is now.
Did you have, like, no idea of that before?
I didn't have no idea of it, but I don't think I wrote the song intentionally, like, to be, like, a praise of, like, light skins or anything. So it was just kind of like, I don't know. I just think I wasn't really thinking. It was very, like, ignorant, you know? And
you had said when you were, like, being defensive that was a term that you had heard, and you didn't think it was a negative term. You didn't know better to know that it could be, a negative term.
Yeah.
So was it a complete surprise to you when people reacted the way they did?
It took me a moment for it to kick in. I was like, ooh, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? So it was just like, yeah, not the right decision. And then I've done my research and I've done all that now, and I've seen, like, how sad it could be, like, for dark-skinned women in the industry, in the music, TV, film, regular life in general. Like, it's a big problem. And I guess, God wanted to teach me and show me, like, so that's how he did it. And I was like, ooh, I felt like I lost it all at that time.
But your intentions.
Okay, let me come back on the screen here. All right. So y'all just heard what DaniLeigh had to say about the situation, the whole yellow bone thing with Angie Martinez. Now I'll say this, okay? I like the fact that she is taking ownership. We got to give people, a little bit of grace to improve themselves and learn and all that stuff. So at least she's taking ownership that what she did was wrong and was hurtful. But I have to keep it real. I refuse to believe that she had no idea what she was doing when she made the song, or that she had no idea what it meant when she was saying yellow bone. One, because she's Dominicana. So let's start there. In the Dominican, there's definitely a class system, and there's a lot of colorism that goes on in the Dominican Republic and in many places in Latin and America and in the Caribbean, where everything from your skin tone to your hair texture to your features are judged, and she is more what you would call a white Dominican. I mean, granted, she has melanin, she's a person of color, but she would be seen more as white because you have like Afro Latinas and things like that. So she definitely knows her place in the hierarchy, just like Angie Martinez. She's a Puerto Rican, but she's what would be more considered a white Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? Just like J-Lo, Ricky Martin. And then you have Puerto Ricans who look more, Afro Latina, like what is her name? Well, hell, Carlton Banks, Alfonso Ribeiro. He's not Puerto Rican, but he's an Afro Latina. I believe Tatiana Ali, like the darker skin, Afro Latinas. So I don't believe that she didn't know that. And also, let's remember that around that time, she was beefing with the other baby mama, Mimi. Okay, they were going back and forth. He was cheating on both of them. He'd be with Mimi 1 minute, whispering sweet nothings in her ear. And then when Mimi got on his nerves, he'd be going back to DaniLeigh. And they were doing this whole, ping pong song and dance on social media. Okay, we don't forget anything. So while she's trying to apologize and take ownership, I would have respected it more if she was fully honest and said, you know what? I was all the way wrong. I did know what I was doing, and I thought I was getting back at somebody, but I realized that I hurt a whole bunch of my fan base while I was trying to attack another woman. I would have respected that more, because let's keep it real. As women, we've all attacked each other, right? For different reasons. It could be your weight, your skin tone, your hair texture. We've all been petty, myself included. Okay, I'm not exempt from this. I think I would have respected that more. She would have been like, that was where the root of it came from, is because I was beefing with Mimi. She's a darker skinned woman. And when he came back to me, I thought that I had one up on Mimi because, I'm light skinned, I'm Dominican. I think had she really fully explained that, then trying to play, well, I really didn't understand. And I had to research and find out, I just knew that people call me a yellow bone, but I didn't know why they called me that. Girl, you know why. Let's stop the foolishness, okay? If we're going to have a conversation about colorism and we really want to heal from it, we have to have an honest conversation. So that's my thing. While, it's nice that she apologized and that she took some ownership, I don't believe she's being 100% truthful to Angie Martinez. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Angie Martinez doesn't know the backstory like I do, because I ain't got no life. So, Angie Martinez is a big old, radio personality. She got other shit to do. Bitch, I got time today. I keep receipts. Okay. I'm always on the internet, sipping slow. So, she couldn't interview with me because I'd been like, okay, well, what about the Mimi situation? See, Angie probably doesn't know that. See, when I do interviews, I don't forget shit. So I'm gonna hold you accountable. It's not to drag or belittle, but just the truth is the truth. I got to hold you accountable. So I wish Angie would have said something about, the whole Mimi situation, but maybe Angie doesn't know or didn't remember. That's why I said it couldn't have been Lovelyti, because I'm like, well, you remember, he was dating a dark-skinned girl. Y'all was beefing and shit. Y'all was both fucking the baby and fighting. And, 1 minute you be on social media, hugged up with him, brushing his hair. The next minute she be, on social media braiding his shit. I don't know, but it sounds like he was throwing shots at Mimi. Can you address that, ma'am? The interview would have went a little bit different, but like I said, Angie got a life. Not saying I don't, but I'm sure Angie got better shit to do than to be on the shade room. But you know what, DaniLeigh, bless your heart. I'm glad that that you're finally learning your self-worth for your daughter, because that's what matters at the end of the day. Is this baby who did not ask to be here, who did not ask to be born into all this muck and mess, so at least you're learning your self-worth more. But I would suggest that if you're not If you haven't yet, stop sleeping with him because you're sending him mixed signals. Okay, if you're gonna be dead, if he's gonna be dead to you and all this shit that you're singing about in your song, he can't be dead to you, but you're still bouncing on the dick. Okay, it doesn't work that way, ladies. If somebody's dead to you, you can't have any ties to them. Okay, you can't creep over on the weekend, bounce on it, and then Monday, oh, you dead to me now. It doesn't work that way. He's not dead to you because he was just in you. Okay. So, she needs to be honest with that. If he's really dead to her, you got to stop sleeping with the baby, okay? Understand the penis good, but you're sending yourself and him mixed signals, okay, sis? Let me go ahead and read some of these super chats here. I think that's the name. Says maybe that's why Megan thought it was okay to keep Kelsey in jail because she was mad at her after they fought. Now, that's a good point. That's a really good point. I didn't look at that because it seemed like she didn't care at that time that Kelsey was locked up. Remember, she said them 3 mother effers over there went to jail. So maybe that's why she considered her a mother effer because they had physically fought. So thank you for bringing that up. Jillian sent 20, says, thank you for your amazing perspective and laughs. Love you, T. Love you, too. And thank you for coming through tonight. I appreciate you. Nene 4002. Sam 5 says, me and my cousin got into an argument. She called me broke because I have an Android. I'm broke, but I pay my bills while you beg your mama for money. You and your cousin sound like y'all about, early 20s. That's so cute. She called me broke because I got an Android. But that's how them iPhone users are. They are just arrogant, very stuck up, bougie. My kids got iPhones. They used to make fun of me all the time. Like, can you just not pull out your Android? Like, you always offer to take my picture. People be asking what kind of phone is that. It's embarrassing. How are you embarrassed about my phone? I like my Pixel. Okay? Yeah, iPhone users, they're a whole nother animal, child. Whole nother animal. So thank you for the super chat. Let's see here. D says, T, why are you picking on Yosemite Sam Lane? Just playing. Love you too, and thank you for coming through, love. Let's see here. I got some big super chats. Miss Tonisha sent $139.99. Says, hopefully this one goes through as well. I just want to send you even more love and support. God bless you and your family, T. Thank you so much for sending another super chat, Tonisha. I really appreciate it. My Canadian sis, thank you. Y'all have been showing out tonight. Thank y'all so much. Let's see here. I want to make sure I get everyone that sent the big ones, because there was a few big ones I missed last time and I felt really bad. Yo mamas, papas, my peoples from Cali, thank you for coming through with the $100 super chat. They said this live is fire. We love you, lovely T from the West Side with love. Thank you so much. Y'all always come through. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you. Let's see here. Siobhan says, I live for your reenactments and my reenactments. Thank you so much. I love you too, Siobhan. Chamberlain says, at work and caught alive. Hope you're having a great night. T Leo Squad. Thank you so much. Team Leo. Gang, gang. Who put you on the planet sent $10 and says, I'm 23 and I'm 5 foot. Are you a boy or a girl? And they have crying emojis, so I'm assuming it's a boy. Aw, well, that's okay. Good things come in little packages, you know what I'm saying? So don't feel bad. There's a lot of short, there's a lot of short guys in entertainment. Honestly, most of these people be short, child. When you see them in real life, a lot of people, they just look tall on TV. When you see them in real life, they're really average height. Like, I was shocked when we was outside the club one day in LA. I'm standing next to this dude. I got on heels. He looking, he wasn't that tall. Tyson Beckford. I thought he was going to be like 6'5". He's about 5'10", 5'11", handsome, but just average height. So don't feel bad, child. When you're short like that, you make up for it in other ways. You got to have a big personality, crack lots of jokes. Because I notice a lot of dudes who are short, they're funny. They make it. Look at Cat Williams, Little Duval, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart. So a lot of short guys, you got to make it up for it other ways. You got to have personality. You got to have swag, So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all. So thanks for coming through. Let's see here. Teddy Graham says, T, I would love to give you the big O every day of the week. What is going on tonight? All the freaks are coming out tonight. Thank you, Teddy, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Well, y'all already know how I get down. You know, whoever I'm with, you got to be able to give the big O. We're not playing DJ Envy games around these parts, okay? We don't play about the O's around this part. So thank you, Teddy Graham. Oh my God, y'all got me over here blushing. Y'all are a mess. Y'all are really harassing me tonight. Oh my gosh, Agent Matt is in the house. Hey, Matt. Agent Matt says, well, I'm going to take my short 5'10" self and give you this short money because diesel is too damn high. Thank you for the super chat, Agent Matt. I appreciate it. 5'10" is not short, okay? I learned a new thing from Instagram. They said that is average height. So you're fine. You are definitely fine, Agent Matt, okay? So thank you for the super chat. Let's see here. Clumsy Kayla sent $9.99. Thank you, Kayla. Sheena 1803 says, I just love you. Thank you, Sheena. Appreciate you, sis. Carla, hold on, just disappeared. Says, I saw your Astroworld documentary and it's true. I had a hard time breathing when I saw the testimonials of the victims. I had to pray. Total sacrifice. God have mercy. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of y'all have been back watching the Astroworld documentary. Now y'all understand why, like, that was like one of the most hardest things I've ever edited. Like, just physically watching it, like I just felt like I was there. My breathing was labored. It was just very hard. And like literally for like a whole week, I couldn't sleep. Like I probably would sleep like maybe 2 hours because I would hear screams. It was very just hard. It was a hard edit. But thank you for taking time to watch it. I know it's very heavy. You know, part 1 is like 3 hours. Part 2 is 5. But I had to do, you know, a 5-hour series because there's so much stuff in my head from there. So I was able to take everything on my head and put it, you know, in video. So I'm glad you got a chance to watch it. But I think what's really disturbing is the fact that he's getting ready to go back on stage. You know, they're getting ready to bring him back. I forgot what he's going to be performing, where he's going to be performing at. But it's like people went through something very, very traumatic. And the sad part is when it's announced where he's going to go perform and when, people are going to buy tickets and go. So I can't fool with him. I love his daughter. I think his daughter's adorable. I don't know what the son looks like because they haven't posted the baby boy, you know. But I just feel like he just put out too much dark energy. You know, I learned a lot about Travis Scott that I did not know because he just always seemed like really quiet and reserved to me. But during that documentary just showed me he has like a really dark side. So I just hope that with all this reflecting that he's supposedly been doing, I hope that he also, you know, picked up a Bible or something, honey, talked to a pastor, you know, did something, you know, because I felt like he just had a lot of darkness on him. And it's not a good look because everything he was manifesting on that stage came to pass. And a lot of people are still, who were there, are still traumatized to this day. So thank you for the super chat, love. Let's see here. Alexa says, oh boy, Danny, as a resident Dominican woman, bitch, you know colorism be rampant in our own families. Girl, bye. Thank you, Alexa. Thank you, Miss Dominicano. I love when my Dominicans come through and they spit that real. You know, and that's why I said, like, I can appreciate her taking ownership as far as like apologizing and understanding that she did hurt people. But the whole, oh, I didn't know. And I never knew what a yellow bone was. People just caught me. That she knows. Because in a lot of Dominican households, that colorism is very rampant, you know, and it's ingrained, you know, it's ingrained. So, and that's sad. And it's not just in the Dominican Republic. I mean, it's all through Latin America, the Caribbeans, even in Africa, you know, the whole colorism thing, people bleaching their skin here in America, in India, in Asia. Colorism is just, it's a fact of life. So I can't take her seriously when she's trying to act like she had no idea. And it's only now because she has a African-American daughter that it's waking her up. No, but I noticed that sometimes, and this is not no disrespect, but I noticed that sometimes when lighter skin or mixed or racially ambiguous women have children who are darker or who don't have their features, Then all of a sudden they become more understanding. Then all of a sudden them posts look different. You know, went from I'm a bad yellow bone to, oh, look at my little chocolate drop. You know, now their daughters are all types of chocolate drops and chocolate kisses and, oh, my little fudge brownie bar. I'm just saying, I notice a difference, you know, before and after if their child comes out a little bit blacker with blacker features. Now everything's, you know, more sensitive. It's like, oh, my chocolate drop, my Hershey's kiss, you know, because again, you never know how your child can come out. Yeah, your child can come out with your features, or your child can come out with, you know, your husband or your, you know, boyfriend's features. You just don't know. I remember that was a big conversation with Neo and Crystal. You know, Crystal's his new wife, the one that's mixed. And so I guess she thought her genes were just going to trump Neo's genes. And Neo's genes was like, fuck out of here, bitch. We're not. So she was real upset one day that, you know, she's trying to comb her son's hair and it was a little bit, you know, it wasn't as silky as hers. And she felt away. And people drug her. Like, you need to learn how to do that little boy's hair, you know. It's not that serious. He has a different hair texture. It's not bad hair. You just have to take care of it differently. And I think since then, Crystal has learned, you know, so it's no disrespect to her. She's learned since then. But yeah, sometimes people go into these relationships and they don't understand that your child can come out looking any type of way. And I think because now she has a child who doesn't look as ambiguous as she does, she has to now understand how colorism can potentially affect her child. You know, so thank you for the super chat, love. Let's see here. Linnea 2340 says, hey T, what do you think? When do you think I'll be able to get back in the Discord? I had a family emergency and missed my May payment due to my account being on hold while out of the country. Never missed a payment for 1 year and 14 months. By the way, the Dubai documentary was deep. Love you. Y'all be cracking me up with these Discord requests. Y'all done sent $50. Thank you, sister. I really appreciate it. Send me an email. I will get you over to Marinelle and get you back in. So I know it's the 11th of the month. I just have a lot going on, so I don't want to deal with any new Discord type stuff. So it's not open right now, but send me an email. Send me an email. Discord request, rejoin. Just put that in the title and I'll get you over to her. Everybody else should have the email though, like, cause y'all still be, people be text messaging me. Y'all be DMing me. Oh, I got kicked out. My card wasn't working. I need to get back in. I literally made an announcement like 10 times. Please write down this email. Take a picture. Text it to your baby daddy so he can remember it and send it back to you when you forget. That is who you need to email once you get kicked out, so that way they can like pull up your info and everything else, because I just don't have the time to go through the steps and look at stuff because I have other things going on. So I will get you over to Marinelle and we will get you back in. So thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see here. Maya Alexis says, finally caught a live. T, you're a huge inspiration. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming through, love. Donna Dash says, to be honest, as a dark-skinned Black woman, I see nothing wrong with songs that praise light skin, as long as it's respectful. As long as it's respectfully done, that's all Danny had to get. Yeah, and you know, and I get that too, because a lot of light-skinned girls were saying that, like, you know, why can't we have a song that praises us? You guys had Brown Skin by India R. Reid, which I agree, but the difference is this Yellow Bone song wasn't praising y'all. It was basically saying, oh, I'm light-skinned and, you know, ha, 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 like y'all are just mad because y'all are Black. I mean, those weren't the lyrics, but y'all get what I'm saying. That was the intention behind it. When India R. Reid had the song Brown Skin, oh, I love your brown skin. That was, you know, praising. It wasn't, she didn't make the song knocking light-skinned people or saying, you know, light-skinned people, you know, are beneath her. She didn't do that. So I think a lot of it is intention and energy. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with loving your skin tone. I don't like when people get into this whole mode. If a light-skinned person or light-skinned girl is like, oh, you know, I like my skin tone. You know, I'm comfortable. I'm okay in my skin tone. People get mad. Well, do y'all get mad when dark-skinned people are like, you know, hashtag team chocolate and my chocolate skin and the sun just makes my chocolate skin glow? But if a light skinned girl's like, yeah, the sun makes my skin look like honey. You colorist bitch, you just don't like dark skinned people. I'm like, you got all that from her post? Sounds like she just likes her skin tone, just like you like your chocolate skin tone. So I think, people have to stop that. People just want to be mad, just be mad on social media. I think you have to understand context and nuances. And I think if she'd have came out with a song, for so-called light-skinned girls, she should have had better intentions, way better lyrics. The lyrics for this song just seemed like it was more like a ha, I'm a yellow bone, because she was throwing shots at Mimi. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with somebody loving their skin tone, loving how God made them. I think that's stupid to tell light-skinned people you should be ashamed and walk around with your head bowed down on the internet. That's only on the internet. In the real world, nobody cares about this shit to that extent on the internet. But it's like, you have girls who are afraid to even write, caramel kisses or God kiss my caramel skin, because they'll get cussed out. But then in the same breath, somebody dark skin be like, oh, God kiss my chocolate skin is yes. The hypocrisy I be seeing on social media, child, is interesting. I just sit back and sip tea. But I noticed that, so again, it's one of those things. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with the song particular. But the problem is a lot of these songs that have praised, red bones, yellow bones. Because Beyonce had a song. I mean, nobody would call her colorist. She had a song, I believe it was called red bone or something like that. But that was more like an ode to New Orleans culture and how, you have Cajun and Creole people and people of many different skin tones. So that was a song, even though it's called Red Bone, that was like a high energy, just praising her culture. DaniLeigh's song Yellow Bone wasn't anything like that. And I think had it been more like how Beyonce did it, praising the Creole culture, I say Cajun. Like, don't add them old white men into the damn Creole community. Look at the Creole people. Y'all stuck up too, honey. Don't mix us with the Cajuns. I meant Creole, I'm sorry. But I think had she gone that route, like how Beyonce did it, it would have been received better. But the fact that she was beefing with a dark-skinned girl at the time that she dropped the song Yellow Bone, and then it didn't help that goofy baby daddy of hers, he wrote, he put them 3 yellow ball emojis. Yellow bone is what he wants, that he's the top comment. 3 yellow balls. Y'all remember them 3 yellow balls? They drug him in them damn balls all up and down Instagram. So I think that was the problem. People knew what was going on behind it, and he encouraged it. He can try and play crazy now. Oh, she's causing division with me and my other baby mama. But you was in them comments with them 3 yellow balls. I ain't forgot shit. Still got the screenshots. Okay? Yes. Who was that? Who wrote that? Sharife. Them 3 yellow balls. So, if she was being messy with the baby's mother, he was definitely instigating that. He done hyped her up, and made her feel like, she was that girl over Mimi. And then when shit got hot, what'd he do? He deleted them yellow balls and literally backed up away from her publicly. He was still messing with her behind the scenes, but after that, you didn't see them publicly until that whole fight. So that says a lot, because he should have had her back. Especially being that she was pregnant at the time, too. So, all right, let me see here. Damn, it's 10:30. How long have I been on here? An hour and 43 minutes. Time is flying. We got over 9,000 people in here. Y'all know y'all should be in bed, honey. I got y'all up. I got y'all up at 10:29 at night just talking. Thank y'all for staying up with me, y'all. I took a nice nap today, so I have a lot of energy. Let's see here. Natasha sent $9.99. She says, love you, T. DaniLeigh is average at best. The baby is a high value man. Okay. Is it? Is it because he has money? Like he got 6 figures? Because his actions don't speak high value man. He has a lot of children by different women. He causes conflicts between these women. I don't think those are high values. You know what I'm saying? I think a high value man is somebody who's going to respect the mother of his children. I think that she definitely has some toxic traits. Don't get me wrong, but he definitely has some toxic traits as well. And on top of that, he also shot somebody in Walmart, but that's a whole nother video. I'm just saying. But thank you, Natasha. Thanks for the super chat. Let's see here. Black girl says, hey, T. Black girl means black girl. Yeah, I figured that. 5'8" isn't tall for a man. 5'5" is short as hell for a man. I love the deep dive. Thank you so much, Black girl. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see here. Albeck. Oh my gosh, everything is just moving. Okay, Albeck says, I'm part Dominican, and the colorism thing plays a big part within families, especially if the parents are sisters. We're used against each other as children. Wow. That's sad. So you mean like there's two sisters, maybe one is lighter, one is darker, and then whatever skin tone the kids come out, then they pick the cousins against each other. That's sad. And you see that people do that a lot in like different families, you know, comparing the cousins when they should all just be family. So thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, somebody said, Quia says, the baby is not high value. He's great value. I'm not messing with y'all. Y'all are wilding. Okay, I got one more story, then I'm going to get up out of here because I don't want to keep y'all up too late. So we got to talk about this Casanova situation, child. Now, this was announced today. Now, y'all know Casanova 2 times. He's a rapper from New York. And so he was accused of all types of shit. Rico stuff, shootings, a potential murder, moving drugs, and the benefit of a gang. So he was on, you know, basically the whole Rico statutes, how they got him. He was also on Vlad TV, child, just, you know, talking to Vlad about everything. So before he went to jail, this was back in 2020, he had made this post, which I found interesting. So let's take a trip down memory lane. Because he said he was innocent. This was 2 years ago. So this is Casanova 2 times. All right.
But I'm innocent. That's 1. 2, I've been fighting my whole life, so I'll get through this. Just understand how they can get you jammed up. You don't know nobody, you ain't got nothing to do with nothing, they still get you jammed up. Rappers, we are a target. Just be careful out there. Watch who you associate with. Watch who people bring you around. I'll see y'all soon, God willing.
Okay. So y'all just heard what Cass had to say. Now remember, this was like a big story back then. He was trending because he went on the run. So Instagram is so ignorant. So people, because he had just posted something like the day before. Because this was like around like 2020. We were all supposed to be in the house. And he was like outside. I don't know where he's from in New York. I want to say Brooklyn. I don't know. He was like walking around outside. So people was going to the video like, Cass, where you at? They looking for you. It was just so funny. You know, social media is petty. So they was like going to like his Twitter page, his Instagram page. There's a warrant out for your arrest, Cass. You trending right now. They looking for you. So that was why he made that video. Like, yeah, I'm about to go ahead and turn myself in. So that whole situation was a mess. So he's literally been sitting in there the past 2 years, right? So now today he starts trending. Oh, but before I show y'all that, let me show you this other video. He did an interview with the Breakfast Club. Let me share this with y'all. Where he was talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine. He was talking to Charlamagne and them. So let me show y'all this real quick. It's just interesting how people's words like end up coming back. Okay, so let me show y'all this.
Because to me, he been whatever he was.
You knew he was going to tell them.
I don't care.
It's not a surprise that nobody.
Niggas talk all that shit, man. Niggas talk all that shit. I'm talking about all these rappers and all these fake gangsters, man. Niggas, you go to the feds for fucking Rico, and they offer you 20 years, and you're a millionaire. You're telling. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Can you still be a rapper after that?
Yeah, that nigga gonna still be a rapper. They still play his music now. I don't want no problem with him now. Nigga, come home and troll me. I'm out the game again. I can't.
He ain't coming home no time soon.
Listen, man, he coming home about 2 years. You ain't getting no time for that. He might could come home in a year. You know what I'm saying? If you cooperate.
All right. So y'all just heard what Casanova had to say. And I was right. He's from Brooklyn. He's from Flatbush. So thank y'all. So that is what he had to say like 2 years ago about Tekashi. This Rico situation is very real. And we all know about the situation that's currently going on right now with Gunna and Young Thug. They're being caught up in a whole bunch of Rico stuff. But in that situation, I'm going to go deeper in a podcast. I also feel like the people who are charging them, they're also low-key looking for attention too. Like the constant news press conferences, the DA lady screaming that, we're not trying to be sexy here when talking about Jack Harlow. It's a cast of characters with this whole Young Thug situation, child. So let me go ahead and show y'all what happened today with Casanova 2 times. Remember, he was innocent. He's gonna fight. He ain't do nothing. Let me go ahead and play this video for y'all here.
Brooklyn-born rapper Casanova pleads guilty to federal racketeering and drug charges. The U.S. Attorney's Office claims Casanova led the untouchable guerrilla Stone Nation Bloods gang and directed a multi-state conspiracy in that role. Casanova copped to a shooting and a robbery and to trafficking more than 100 kilos of pot. He faces between 5 and 60 years in prison when he is sentenced in December.
Whew. Let me come back on screen. So y'all just heard that. So all that, I'm innocent. Oh, it just depends on who you're with. They're just trying to catch up rappers. He literally just pled guilty to everything. And I'm sure he pled guilty to try and get less time too, because at this point, they're saying he's looking at 5 to 50 years in prison. 5 years is a long time. 50 is definitely insane, especially at the age that he is. So, once they have you on these charges, it's very hard to beat them, especially when it's federal. It's very hard to get out of a Fed case. So this should be like a warning to like a lot of these guys in the industry. And for some reason, we're having so many rappers, either they're getting shot and killed or they're ending up, in jail behind situations. It's like they keep keeping one foot in the streets and one foot in music. And like I always say, you can't serve two masters. Either you're going to be a part of the industry and just try and do what you have to do in the industry, or you're still going to have your foot in the streets. And sadly, because of their music, the genre, and the music that's popular in rap, it's like they feel like they have to keep one foot in the streets to keep it real and to keep that persona. And now that's why you have situations like K-Flock, because that persona that he was rapping about, he had no problem just shooting somebody in broad daylight. So this is just really sad, to see that this is how his career is, going to end, is him going to prison for however many years. They end up sentencing him in December. So he was trending again earlier for that. And I just wish that, a lot of these young boys would see this and understand, like, if you get a blessing to get up out your situation, take hold of that. I even think about Taxstone. Like at one point, he was one of the most popular podcasters. He literally paved the way for all these gossiping ass guys. Let's keep that real. Okay. Before all these guys was up here, creating YouTube channels and gossiping about gang shit and all this stuff, it was Taxstone. He was doing that. He paved the way for like Drink Champs and Fat Joe's show and, just all these shows that you see now on YouTube. But because he felt the need to keep it real, with that whole situation with Troy Ave, now he's doing prison time. So people got to understand, especially when you get like second chances, especially if you've done like jail time, prison time, and you've been given a second chance to make something of yourself, you better run with that shit. And you better understand, like, you have to stay away from your old gang and those same guys, because they're not going to be happy. The streets don't want you to make it. The streets don't want you to do better. You know what I'm saying? The streets are here to hold you down and feed you to the prison industrial complex. So you got to keep yourself mentally prepared for that and keep yourself out that situation. That is one thing I've always respected about Wallow, with him and Gilly's podcast is, people clown Wallow all the time. Like, oh, he's an old head. He's always crying. He does cry a lot, but why is he crying? Y'all act like he just be crying. He's crying for y'all ignorant asses. Not my fans, but not the tea sippers, you know what I'm saying? But the ones on Twitter who troll him every time he cries. Oh, there goes Wallow crying again. Well, he's crying because y'all aren't listening. That's why he was crying when Lil Durk was up there. You know what I'm saying? Because he's seen that. He's seen his brother get killed. Wallow did a lot of time in prison. Matter of fact, we posted this on my Instagram. I don't want to play because You know, people get Hollywood, honey. Wallow, don't be copyrighting my shit. I don't want to play. Y'all can go watch on my Instagram page. But I had found an old clip of Wallow talking to Young Thug. And he was telling Young Thug, like, you know, they're not playing out here with you guys. You know, y'all got to understand what's going on. He said one of the things that used to break his heart when he was in prison is that he'd had these young boys come up to him like, what's up, OG? You know, my mama, her name is Keisha. You know, everybody's mama name is Keisha. And so these boys are so delusioned that they're asking Wallow, like, well, when do I get out? You know, like, when is this going to be over with? And Wallow would tell them, well, bring me your paperwork. And Wallow was like, you know, I would go through the paperwork and I would let them know, like, you're not getting out till 2070. Like, that made my jaw drop, you know, but I know people, you know what I'm saying, who, like, they're still not getting out until like 2040. And they've been in there since like 1999. Like, that shit is no joke. The streets don't love you, you know. So I like the fact that at least you have a Wallow out here who's done time, who made his mistakes, and he's trying to right his wrongs, and he's trying to talk to these rappers, you know. But of course, you're gonna have the trolls, you know. The internet going internet, so you know people gonna laugh and clown. But he's saying some real stuff because I mean, he tried to tell the same thing to King Von, you know, and King Von, you know, he ended up getting killed. You know, that fight didn't have to happen. He started it and Lil Tim finished it. So it's very sad, you know, the whole situation that's just going on like in the industry right now. But I just hope like things get better. But I just hope like, especially these up and coming rappers, they're watching all this stuff that's going on with Casanova. And these Rico cases are no joke. You have Casanova, Fetty Wap. Remember Fetty Wap was over here moving drugs and shit. We ain't forgot. That's a Rico case. Who else is sitting down? Lucci. They don't went to go do a drive-by and killed the homeboy in the process. Rico case. Now you have Young Thug, Gunna. So it's like, how many more, you know, situations do people need to see that they're not out here playing? And they are going to use, oh yeah, Bobby Shmurda. Thank you. Bobby Shmurda as well. The whole GS9, you know, and they are going to use, oh, damn, there's a lot more. 42 Doug. Thank you. Who's the other one? Pooh Shiesty. He's another one locked up. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them, and it's sad. It's sad. The boys in Florida, y'all got to write their names. I mean, Spot 'em, Got 'em's crew and Young and Ace's crew. Y'all can name the ones who are locked up, child. I'd be forgetting. There's too many. Oh, y'all, these damn rappers is locked up. I can't keep up. All this young people shit. I can't keep with all these damn felons. Fredo and Boosie, and it's a lot of them. ATK, thank you. YN Melly, thank you. Y'all know damn well Kendrick Lamar is not locked up. Who wrote Kendrick Lamar? Don't play, Marianne. Kendrick Lamar is not about that life. He's a good young rapper. You leave him alone. Leave him out the fuck shit. She gonna write Kendrick Lamar. You just write, just be writing. Yes, TK, that's another one. I remember him. TK, his brother was cussing me out for like a whole month behind my video. But I was right. I said, your brother, no, don't free TK. He out here killing old people and shit. My brother didn't even do nothing, you stupid bitch. Oh, his little brother cussed my ass out for a week straight. And then when they found him guilty and gave him all them years, I said, well, where's the brother now? I ain't heard from the brother since he cussed me out 5 years ago. Remember all his little fans, they was going in on me. I said, okay, like, he ain't do shit. Bitch, you just jump into conclusions. Okay, all right, we're going to let the courts handle it. Here comes me doing my update 3 years later. TK has been sentenced to life in prison, some shit. I forgot how much time they gave that little boy. Oh, that the chat was different. The energy was different on that second video than the first. So y'all think these are games. Y'all think these people are playing with y'all. Life is not a game. You know, y'all thought it was cute telling him to run and, you know, acting like it wasn't a big deal that he shot that old couple. Oh, he was just rapping. He didn't really do it. Okay, well, per the witnesses, per the evidence, he's doing life now. Yeah. It's a lot going on. Soulja Boy ain't in jail. Y'all just be writing people's names. Soulja Boy's not in jail. He's free, child. He got a baby on the way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, y'all are saying, oh, he got 50 years. You might as well say life in prison. That's a long time. 50 years. and you're going in at what, 18, 19? That's more years than you have lived on earth. That is like this. That's just scary to me. That's just scary. That's scary. R. Kelly was not, yeah, he was not part of a Rico case. R. Kelly was a nasty freak. He's on his own. His whole team jumped ship. They're like, no, we don't want no parts of that shit. They weren't trying to be Rico'd. That whole team jumped ship, honey. But yeah, it's a lot going on in these streets. Y'all stay safe, you know what I'm saying, and stop trying to emulate, you know, these rappers, because they're looking at serious time for, like, you know, the things that they're involved in. Let me read these last few super chats. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Misty Blue, hey sis, thanks for coming through. She says the Native community is so colorist. If you're not paper brown, you're not considered pretty. Me and my sisters are all shades. I grew up witness to stark differences on how we got treated. Love you to you, always keep it real. Wow, that's very interesting. I didn't know there was colorism in the Native American community. Wow. Well, thank you for letting us know. I love to learn new stuff every day. I wouldn't even thought of that. So that's interesting. Let's see here. Jada Senpai, she said, these young ladies need to be quiet fussing over that little dude, the baby. They both look silly checking for this little fella. Po little tink tinks. Thank you so much for the super chat, sis. Cena says, love you. I'm watching you from South Africa. It is 5 a.m. Wow. Thank you so much for the Czar money, sis. Appreciate you. So y'all are waking up and I'm getting ready to go to bed, child. Let's see here. I don't know how to say that name. I'm going to just say the last 3 digits. 730 says, Meg's given an implorable story against Tory that can't be proven and given him a heads up too so he can prepare. There he gets off. She's saving them both. Okay. Well, thank you for the super chat, love. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Cameron Amari says, hey, T, been watching since I was 13. Thank you for always keeping it real, sending you love and light. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, love. Thanks for coming through. Let's see here. Somebody just said breaking news. Tino, y'all got some weird names tonight. Damn, all these weird ass names come out at night. Y'all just putting words together that don't even make no sense. TNOUSCCHGC. That's not a real word. Y'all just coming through here all types of weird days. I know I struggle, but damn, that was a struggle. They say, breaking news. Meg's team released medical records showing that she still has bullet fragments in her feet now. Check out the spiritual world who broke the story. First and foremost, I don't have to check them out because I said this an hour ago. Again, I'm no big fan of hers, but I'm not going to lie and twist stuff for clicks and views. I said that an hour ago. She still has glass in her foot. Did I not say bullet fragments and shrapnel is also what's in her foot? So they're not breaking anything. What's going on now is that everybody's trying to clean stuff up because of that stupid Vice article that everybody ran with, including us. You know what I'm saying? Because you would think that Vice would be more credible. But they didn't really say anything in the Vice article. I think a lot of people just ran with it, terp and twist the narrative and make it seem like, well, Tory didn't shoot her. It was just glass. But yeah, of course, the bullet fragment and stuff is in there because she's already provided those receipts. So either way, go back and watch the beginning of the stream once I end this and see my reenactment of what happened. You're going to laugh. Tory was on some Yosemite Sam type shit. Just pow, pow, pow. But thank you for the super chat, love. Let's see here. Tim Henderson sent 10. He says, hi, can you please tell me what your thoughts of the old news of Aisha and Stephen Curry being in an open relationship? Some blog put that out, then they took it down the next day. I don't believe that. I don't think they're in an open relationship at all. I know they're a Christian couple, so that's part of it. I just don't see them being in an open relationship. She's too much of a prude. She ain't gonna let that ride. You know, and he's like just a father type. You know, it's one thing if he's creeping or something, but I don't see them having an open relationship. Because I remember when oh God, Gabrielle Union and D Wade, they were like trying to encourage them to do all types of, it was like a story that came out a few years ago. Y'all can write in the chat. But I remember they were like trying to give them marriage advice. And everybody was like, just ignore D Wade and Gabrielle Union when it comes to any type of advice. Just ignore them and y'all keep living y'all's good Christian life. Don't even entertain their advice. It was something that went viral a few years ago, Chad. I can't remember what all they were trying to advise them on. But yeah, I don't see them being in an open relationship. You know, they've been together for a long time. You know, they love each other. They got their beautiful family. And, you know, sometimes a lot of these blogs, they try to be messy just for clicks and views. They'll put stuff out to get a reaction and then take it down the next day. You know, so that right there just lets you know that it's a lot of BS. So I don't personally think that they are. I don't see it. Look, somebody said they remember. Yeah, I forgot what it was. But it was some type of article and everybody was dragging them. Like, nah, y'all not about to corrupt Aisha and Steph. Y'all keep that weird shit that you over here eating his ass and all this extra stuff. Keep that over there. Leave Aisha and Steph alone. I remember it caused a bunch of controversy, but I forgot what they were trying to give them advice on, child. I don't even care to go Google. But thank you for the super chat. Somebody says Vanilla Ice is locked up. The comments play too much. Child, Vanilla Ice is somewhere rehabbing homes. That's what Vanilla Ice does now. He went from rapping to rehabbing. His show was hot, though. I love to watch HGTV. I love seeing like before and after of houses and things like that, you know, demoing homes and rebuilding them. So he ain't locked up, child. Vanilla Ice is getting that bag. That's where he's at. Let's see here. Ebony V says, just moved back in with my dad because of rent. I'm at work on break. He says, who is that keeps talking? I said, my YouTube sis. He said, turn it down. I said, no, I'm listening to her. I got a new 72-year-old fan now. Oh, that's sweet. Well, thank you, Dad. Hello, Daddy T Sipper. That's awesome. Well, thank you. Appreciate you, you know, putting your dad onto my show. Thank you both for your support. Thank you, Ebony. Listen, I'm going to read two more and I'm going to be out of here. Elite Leo says, who knew that Del and Sonia Curry was going through what they're going through? Well, you know, Del and Sonia, you know, they're the parents. They decide to finally divorce. They gave me the vibes that they finally were ready to separate now that their kids are grown and they just want to kind of do them. And that's fine. You know, people get divorced all the time. But that's for Del and Sonia Curry to come out and tell us as an audience. Not that it's our business, but that's for them to tell us. It's not for us to just make up a story and say, you know, Steph and Aisha have an open relationship and they be swinging with different people. No, they've never come out and say that. You know what I'm saying? They haven't said that. They never, you know, it's never been reported besides on that one blog who took it down. This is not like Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert who went on a hobo tour telling everybody their business. You know, so that's the difference. Like if they want to tell their business and tell the public, which I don't know why they would, then that's something. But being that they've never addressed that, that's just the blogs being messy. You know, just the interneting. So thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Queen of Beauty Emily says, "Hey T, thank you for real and honesty. Been watching you for ages. I don't get my news from nowhere else but you. Keep it up, Queen. Thank you so much. Appreciate you." And Aaron sent $19.99. Thank you so much, Aaron. Appreciate you as well. Y'all, this has been a good night. I've had a good time tonight. I was kind of scared to come on too late because I'm like, man, people probably sleep. Like T over here waking up the damn YouTube. But I'm glad y'all were here because I had to take a nap earlier. Child, I was tired. So this has been a good stream. We've been on for 2 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to log off. Y'all have a good day tomorrow at school, at work, online. Trolling, just do what y'all do, okay? And if you're gonna be in the ATL, or if you're in ATL, definitely, you know, come to my show. It would be very nice to meet a lot of my tea sippers. So thank you guys so much. Everybody have a good evening and stay safe. Talk to y'all later. Bye.